What's the damn deal, everybody? It's your boy Prince Ali Rogers back in the building with another video. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel on your way in. Back with another edition of Throwback Thursday Battle Recaps. This week's Throwback Recap is going to be on Hollow the Dime versus Okwerdz from Grind Time. This battle did go down in 2010, which is 13 years ago at this point, bro, which is really crazy to me how time flies, especially in battle rap. It feels like a month is a year in battle rap time. But before we get into the battle, one thing that did strike me as like, oh, that's pretty cool, was Lush One before the battle. He shouted out King of the Dot, he shouted Don't Flop, and he shouted out You Are Real. And he specifically said shout out to my boy Norbs, which, hey, Norbs, I ain't saying you need some help in the case, but you know, that's some evidence right there. You can, you know, throw your boy a couple dollars. Yeah, man, I just thought that was a very interesting observation and a very, you know, just a sign of the times that leagues weren't really at war, because I'm sure it wasn't as much money being generated back then as it is now. So it definitely is cool to see, you know, the camaraderie for the culture and everybody just doing it pretty much for the love. So before the coin toss, Okwerdz chose he wanted to go first, but Hollow wasn't feeling that. He wanted to get a chance to go first too. They flipped the coin, Hollow wins, and he goes first. So Hollow came out of his first round instantly into his trademark I hope bars. Then he got into a whole scheme where he was saying how Okwerdz is always dissing T-Rex and all the NY rappers, and how you think the real gangsters are shooting at a target like, oh, when Okwerdz gets here, we're gonna kill him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Making them look stupid, like the New York niggas not really worried about you. Then he flipped a diva line that Okwerdz had against Arsenal.
You gotta give Loaded Lux a visa and put 100 G's up. What a bunch of divas!
The reason him and A-Verb ain't battle cause he told Sonny get the G's up. Sonny got most of it but couldn't bump the G's up. And he still didn't do it. What a fucking diva!
He flipped that on him, telling the story about how Okwerdz is supposed to battle Verb, but he wanted more money and it still didn't happen, which was cool. Then he ended the battle with some real nice flows, bro. And time was called on him. But yeah, man, right out the gate, fire first round from Hollow. Let's see what Okwerdz does in his first. So Okwerdz come out of his first round, instantly does his own impression and version of Hollow's I hope and what I'll do to you type bars.
Hope you get raped to death by 3 Texas steers, get chopped up by electric shears, and then reincarnated as T-Rex's ears.
I feel like he spent a good amount of time of his round doing the Hollow impression, which it was fire, don't get me wrong, but not a lot of points being scored. Then he ended the round with his all I gotta do is say Fresh Coast and I'll go crazy, a super cheat code, but using that home field advantage to his advantage. This first round was definitely neck and neck, given the short time limit. I think the first round was 90 seconds and then the later rounds were longer, but given that they both scored 4 points in the first round, so I got the first round being a tie so far. So Hollow the Dime come out of his second round, a typical trademark Hollow. He was doing a scheme how he was saying he'll pull up to a LA cathedral. He seen his chick, caressed her face and left her tip in the collection plate. Like, that was definitely fire. He started getting into Okwerdz. He was saying, you're not tough no matter how loud you say shit or how red your face gets. That was definitely fire. And you know Hollow voice be squeaking when he get real amped up, so that always makes it more fire in my opinion. He had a bar where he was like hitting him up for some beats and choking with the USB. Oh, and then he ended his second round with this hilarious moment.
Walk up to Black Baby and be like, hi ma, I'm Brian. Then there's that awkward moment.
Definitely a dope round from Hollow. You can tell the intensity picked up as the round progressed. But let's see what Okwerdz had to say back. Now, Okwerdz came out with a fire bar talking about how Hollow sip lean, and he's saying, if you drink so much promethazine, bitch, how do you expect to be sick? Like, that was fire. Oh, then he started getting into how it's you supposed to be from Houston and from New York.
From Houston to Queens, you really got confused. He's on the subway, rocking boots. He's the only faggot I know that listens to Nas and Wu, chopped and screwed.
That was very funny, very fire right there. Then he got into saying that Hollow lost a whole bunch of battles and said he even lost a fake battle to Conceited, which was funny to me because you faked us out and Conceited and Hollow, they like faced off like they was finna battle, then was like psych. So that was a funny callback. Then he ended his round with a fire bar.
Nobody follows you. If I took out an entire arsenal, then what the fuck can a Hollow do?
Definitely fire. A very fire round from both of them. A neck and neck again. I did edge Hollow in that second round, 5-4. So I got Hollow with the second round, and we got a first round tie. So this third round is very, very important. And let's see what went down. Now, Hollow come out in his third round on 10, bruh. Instantly rebuttals the whole Houston, New York thing.
Dude, yeah, I was in the H, listening to Chopped and Screwed. I kill passwords, and I will kill Okwerdz too.
Oh, and then he got into a bar that is still fire to me to this day when he was saying, he's a lame, it's absurd. Just go back to his name, it refers. He's just okay with the words. Like, bro, that's clever right there, bro. People say Hollow don't got a pen, don't got bars, but that was fire, bro. Then he got into a scheme talking about how he had some niggas listen to Okwerdz blindfolded and they thought he was a thug. Then they like, oh, he's a nerd. That was definitely funny to me. Then he got into a very damaging angle, which we'll get into. But when he was talking about how Okwerdz doing all these features and getting all these battles, but he really just paying his way, which is, you know, more common nowadays in battle rap. But back then, that was looked at as like, oh, you know what I'm saying, you a sucker type shit. So that was very damaging right there. And then he got into a super clever bar, bro, where he was saying, so he was saying that non-perishables, which I guess was a group or a collective, they put Okwerdz on the creamy peanut butter on the album cover because he ain't got no nuts. That was fire, bro. This third round from Hollow is amazing, classic, vintage performance right here for sure. And let's see what Okwerdz did to close the show and come back from that. So Okwerdz comes out in his third round and he's pretty much going right into Hollow's angle. He's trying to say all of these accomplishments like, oh, I did a track with this dude, I know this dude, all of this, but it's really not hitting to the crowd. And it's, for me, the viewer, it's not hitting because Hollow has already set the illusion or, you know, the picture that Okwerdz is paying for all of this. So it's like, damn, yo, you really are paying this many people? Definitely not a good move. Ended your round on a negative note right there. Then he got into an angle where he was saying how T-Rex was in the interview talking shit about grind time and Hollow was there and didn't say nothing. Definitely got the crowd back on his side some more there. Then he ended his round where he was basically saying how he's using Hollow for promo, which I thought this was actually a very good angle and a good line, which was better way to combat the whole paying for it stuff when he was saying like every 100,000 views you get is like 200 CDs I get paid for because you just advertisement for our shit. Like, I thought that was very fire, honestly. But somebody does have to win this round and this battle. And I got this round 6-2 going to Hollow to Don. And since we did have a tie score in the first, we got to go to the accumulative score. And I got that 15 Hollow, 10 Okwerdz, giving Hollow the battle. This is definitely a fire battle, a classic. It was neck and neck throughout the first and second round, but just the longer the battle went on, the more Hollow just turned up and just took off, you know what I'm saying, and just left Okwerdz behind, so to speak. He definitely did his thing, but yeah, man, Hollow was in rare form in this battle. Definitely wouldn't mind seeing Okwerdz make a return, man. All these battles and anniversary cards coming. I'm surprised, you know what I'm saying, he not out here getting bags. But salute to both guys, legends in the game. Definitely enjoy watching this battle again for sure. Make sure y'all hit that comment section. Let me know who y'all think won this battle. Let me know what battles you think I should do on the upcoming editions of Throwback Thursday Battle Recaps. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. You are royalty at all times, and I'm out this thing.